Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm Ryan with Power Punch Productions, and I've got an interesting new shit! Got an interesting new program we've been cooking up, me and the folks with Power Punch Productions for you guys, which I think will stimulate you. It's called the Power Punch Productions Book Club. See, over the next 12 months, we've picked out a selection of books that we're going to be reading for each month. At the end of the month, me and a few other members of Power Punch Productions are going to go and we're going to film sort of like a miniature podcast about the book. We'll be discussing our thoughts, stuff we liked, stuff we didn't like, things like that. And if you want, we'll actually be looking at comments from you guys either via Discord or Twitter, and we'll be discussing those as well. The first book we're going to be reading for January is called Sex Between Straight White Men. Following that, in February, we're going to be reading Because Internet, Understanding the New Rules of Language by Gretchen McCulloch. After that, we're going to be reading Chuck's Dinosaur Tinglers Volume 1 by Chuck Tingle himself. And then, we're going to be following that up with Super Mega Saves the Troops by Ryan McGee and Matt Weeaboo Watson. Still rolling, right? Still rolling? Yes. You say?
Yes.
This is so fucking difficult. This isn't a bit anymore. Fresh garlic. Following that, in May, we're going to be reading The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Afterwards, in June, we're going to be reading Conrad Kurz, The Night Haunter, one of the Warhammer 40,000 novels. Now, that one might be a bit triggering, so I'm going to leave a link to a Google Docs document in the description of this video in case you want to check and see if maybe that's something you're interested in. If not, that's okay. We'll be reading a different novel, alternatively, called Death Star by Michael Reeves and Steve Perry. I don't think it's that Michael Reeves, but you never know. After that, it's Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. And then we've got Evolution in Religion by Greg Graffin. Then in September, we'll be reading Dark Alliance, The CIA, The Contras, and the Crack Cocaine Explosion by Gary Webb. Afterwards, for Halloween in October, we'll be reading Carrie by Stephen King. But if you don't like the idea of reading a novel by Stephen King, don't worry. We'll be reading 3 Goosebump novels. Say Cheese and Die, Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, and Attack of the Mutant, all by R.L. Stine. Then, in November, we'll be reading Neuromancer by William Gibson. And then finally, to end the year, we'll be reading Roadside Picnic, a cheery little tale by Arkady and Boris Strogatsky. A link to a calendar where I'll have all of the books listed, as well as the Discord where you can come and chat with us about the books and, stay updated about the book club, will all be in the description of this video, along with that list of trigger warnings for Conrad Kurz, The Night Haunter. I'd like to take the time to appreciate you. I'd like to take the time to thank you and tell you that I appreciate you watching this far. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe because I have no sway over your own actions. You have complete autonomy. Have a good night.